Oh, it's getting warm today. I must say, this roof heats up a bit. Anyway, so, Project Tania. Want to have a look? Want to have a look? No? I want to have a look? Have a look at something else? There's half a torch in the background. Sure you don't want to look? Want to look? Do you want to see my wood? Yeah. No, really. Looking good. Shaping up. We have been here before, but obviously not in this detail. So, dun dun dun, I just made a disc brake. Although I may have made it too thin. It's about 4mm. But hey, it's a suit motor, man. It's going to weigh nothing, this thing. At the moment, I haven't got the right bolts for the disc. So this Allen key's bumping into this brake caliper, well, the carrier. But this whole thing's got to go over anyway. Because the wheel yet is not totally in the middle. This is, this is just a shakedown, man. I might end up moving that disc out, might end up making a spacer. It was lots of fun getting all the original PDQ rally fittings in, because remember this is an open back. So all you do is crack the nut, pull the two things off, and the whole wheel comes out as a cartridge. Don't know how I'm going to make that work with that brake caliper yet, because it's got an enclosed slot which works as the brake arm. But hey, we'll get round it. Shock's in place. I haven't done down here. This is going to be just one big block of alloy that's going to be welded in there. Once that block of alloy is in there, then I can bore that through. I don't know if I'm going to put a needle roller bearing in it or just a phosphor bronze bearing. Like I say, it's a light bike, and we just put a grease nipple on there. Reservoir gap and everything's worked out okay. That's not touching the frame. Front wheels worked out lovely, actually. Although I've got to rebuild those WPs, right? They might end up coming through the top yoke a little bit more. In fact, I might even shorten them just a tadge. As you can see, there's no gap at the headstock. But what happens, of course, because I haven't built in all the stops for the steering yet, is of course these want to touch the tank. So remember what I was talking about with the motocross panels. This area here is going to be all cut out. It's going to be hollow. It's going to be a big scallop in there. Big scallop. Aluminium clad tank as well. That's going to be an aluminium clad on there. Now I do have original panels, but I might send all the panels off and have them refurnished in aluminium checker plate. I do know a rolling company, very good bodywork, they do all that sort of thing. And then what I was also thinking, as well as having the member, because at the moment the motor is just a single stress member with no reinforcements, right? So the bikes are liable to flex, so I may run a frame rail from here up to the front somewhere, and that will also semi-act as a crash bar. But I might do that as a bolt-on. Yeah, can't see why not. Not that I'm going to be looning it up or anything. I just want an easy light ride to work. That's better for my back. I haven't tried the suspension yet, but there's no oil in there, okay? But twin piston design, flow through to the centre of the pistons. That means that the oil in the two centre of the pistons will want to travel in both directions at the same pressure, but on either side of the piston you're always going to have one area bigger than the other. So you're always going to have one area that's a lower pressure, and that's the direction the piston will travel in, and hopefully that's where I'm going to get my progression from. Like I say, experimental. I've robbed it off a KTM anyway. But yeah, it's warm, man. It's getting warm. Anyway, I'm going to pack up now. I've got to get all the machinery run down. Have you seen what's going on with the SRX? Yeah, baby. So, I think I may already have done this in a video before. But now all the back of the frame is cleaned up, no brackets or anything. My footrest hangers are now welded in place. I want to clean them up. Next is to do all the little details. We've got the Japanese lug weld in it. Still not too sure how we're going to do the frame as the stress member. Yeah, I have to come back and do some homework on that, I think. I have seen it done quite a few times, but the electric start motor in, it's going to be very difficult to do, because the electric start sits above the engine, and that's where I want to put the extra frame rail. Unless I go to a kickstart engine. Yeah, kickstarts, I can't do kickstarts anymore. I used to be all for them, but I'll catch you later, buds. Ta-da, see ya.